Hey guys, this is Zobimaru, and here we are in Valheim. Today we're going to be building the Great Hall from Kattegat in the show Vikings. We're going to need a central hub to house all of our crafting and storage things, so I figured that this would be a good start. I've just been living in one of these renovated houses, the forge thing on the outside, and it's time to move up, so I figure up on the top of the hill here, we have a little flat area. We can look over our valley. We have a river going by. I set up a couple of workbenches here so we can do our building. And I gathered up a bunch of wood here that we can use. So yeah, let's just get started. I'm gonna go with a foundation that is 7 by 10. Hopefully I have enough resources to build this whole thing. I don't actually know yet, but we'll see how it goes as we get there. I figure we'll probably need some core wood because they have a different texture than the regular wood. So we're here in the Black Forest with our cart looking for pine trees because those are the only ones that actually give us core wood. So here's a pine tree right here. So the Great Hall in Kattegat looks pretty standard to a regular Viking house. So I'm just going to put a wall that's 1.5 high, and then we're going to go into a peaked roof. Alright, so we have some framework set in now. I put up some beams to support the roof because I don't think the peak actually can support itself being that far away from the supports. You might have noticed that I destroyed the roof once the rain started, and that's because the floor here is a different texture when it's partially damaged. So it's kind of like a darker. I think I want to try and use this, see if I can make it work. Now I'm going to work on getting the roof all put in, and then we can start working on the interiors and decorating. So as you can see here, I managed to put a X piece on the peak of this roof, but this one matches up properly, so we can't actually put it up here. So a way that I found to get around that is to put up a cross piece not all the way up, and then you can take a diagonal beam and you can snap it to the middle of this cross piece. That way it goes halfway, and then now you're able to snap it properly. I'm just going to do the same thing with this one so that they meet up the same. Now with our roof put in, we can start putting on our front wall, and I think I want to use a wooden gate just to give it that extra oomph and power as you walk through the front door. Because it's a little bit taller than the wooden door, which is only, well, a fraction. No, I placed it in the ground on accident. Only 2/3 of the height of the gate. Next, Kattegat has stone here on the front, but I don't have access to that yet. So I'm just going to do wood here instead and get a nice core wood beam and put that across here. And also I'm going to extend this beam all the way to the edge of the building. So this, you'll be able to see this all the way across. There's another beam that goes across up here. Then we're going to put in some 45-degree wall connector dealios. So in this section above the door here, there needs to be vertical slots. But in the game, there's no vertical half blocks or anything like that. So I'm going to have to jerry-rig it to make it how I want. And I think I have a pretty good idea what I want to do. I want to use these vertical beams right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one in the edge here. And then I'm going to make a little gap right here. Ran out of wood. Got to get more from the pile. Good thing I made this thing. This is so useful. So now, if we get back up here, you see sometimes it snaps, but we don't want to snap. So if you hold shift, you're able to alternate where you want to be and get like a more precise location picking. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little gap like this and then just continue that along, and then we should get a pretty cool design. Now I can just put a 2-meter piece right above it. I'm going to get a little fence for me to stand on so I can get a better angle on this. And I can continue that right up to the beam. And then we have ourselves our vertical slots, just like that. So the detail here is actually hardly noticeable. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to inset it a little bit more. If I inset it, then it should appear more different than the rest of the wood. Check it out. That looks a lot better. Having it inset like that, you can tell there's a difference. And you can clearly see I put 2 slots in a row and then having no gap. So it's a little bit of a pattern. Next, I'm going to put these walls facing backwards just so there's an extra bit of detail on the outside. So in the show, there is a big fireplace in the middle that everyone cooks their food on. And it looks like on the right side is where the 2 big seats are that the Earl and Erlander, or whatever you want to call it, sit on. And then I'm going to think, it's hard to see all of it, but I think the table is on the left side where they all have their big feast. So I'm going to start by building a little raised section here for the Earl. Now I don't have too much building materials, but there's 2 chairs here for the Earl. So I'm just going to put one for the Earl and one for his wife. And then now we can have our feasts and have a good time. So I didn't like how high it was before, so what I did is there's no snap points, so I used this trick with the cross beam again, except I put it on the ground outside. As you can see, I can finally adjust how high I want it based on the ground level, and then I built out a beam at this same height so I can keep the same snap point, and then I can just get rid of this, and then now we have a little floor that's not quite as tall. So now what I've done is I've shrunken down the fire pit to only 2 wide. It's not going to be centered on the Earl's seat, but I also boxed it in a little bit with some walls, added in some windows, and moved the beams back so it would have a little bit more space here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start adding in some wooden tables here, but I ran out of fine wood already, so I need to go collect some more. Now I want to start moving the force is moving. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. My axe is almost broken and I don't have anything to fix it with. Oh man. The force rests again, but they're still fighting me. Heyo. Let's repair this bad boy. There we go. Come here, you little butt. Oh, you leave me alone now, eh? So now what I've done is I've brought in my workbench and my forge inside the building here, as well as my whole inventory of items, so that I can make use of them easier and I don't have to walk so far all the way into the abyss. Thought I heard us stomping in the distance. Maybe the woods are haunted. Let's just close in the door so that we're nice and safe. And if we walk down to the end of our great hall, we can see we don't have a back door, so anything can just come right in. But we put 3 of these tables here with benches so that everyone can come and eat all their food and have a good time, have all the mead together. And now what I need to do is I want to put in some decorations like item stands, sconces. I need copper though. I don't have any copper. So to get copper, I'm going to have to go away. I already mined out. I had a whole vein over here. I had a vein up here. already mined out everything on my island, so it's time to go away to a new land. And I think I want to go exploring up north this time. A new day here in Valheim. We're going to take our cart here, and what we're going to do is we're going to bring it onto our raft, because we have teleporters in the game. I haven't made any yet. But these teleporters, they can't move metal, like iron, copper, tin, bronze, any of that kind of stuff. So we're going to have to actually manually bring it ourselves. And the only way I can think of is to bring one of these carts onto our boat, wreck like the whole thing. Hope it doesn't fall off. And then we can put our stuff on this boat and then bring it all the way back. All right, let's push off and cast away into the great ocean. Jump on before we get too deep. All right. So if we use our rudder here, let's turn around and get out into the ocean. Oh no, a raft! A raft! Our cart! No, no, no! Oh my goodness. Let's keep on going. Oh no! I think we're gonna have to leave it. I don't think we can bring it with us. The water's too rough. Goodbye. Goodbye, cart. The whole point of using the raft was to bring the cart on it, but if I can't do that, then I think I'm going to make the carve instead, which is the better boat, as you can see here. So here we go. 30 fine wood, 10 deer hide, 20 resin, and 80 bronze nails. We can make ourselves the carve. This will be the first time I'm stealing one of these bad boys. There's storage in these? I didn't know that. There's no point in using the raft now. Oh, this is way better. All right. Oh yeah, we're cruising. Easily. Oh, this is so awesome. Oh, dude, we're sailing so fast. No. Whoa. What is this? A rune. Hello? Hello there, General Kenobi. Haldor. Take a look at my wares. You'll have. Whoa! Whoa! Halstein, what are you? Oh, that's so cool. Nice to meet you, Haldor. I'll have to come back again when I have more money. Look at the wall! Haldor! Haldor, I need you! Haldor! Please? Hi there. Are they able to come in here? They just kind of ran away. Huh. Neat. What's up, Haldor? Let's sell all my stuff. 578. Still not enough to get the Megagnard. Alright, I think this has been enough of a trip this time around. I'm going to follow the shore back. Here we are back at the town. So now I'm just gonna repair my gear, smelt up this metal, and then we can keep on building our house. Now they got all of our copper processed, we're able to make our sconces and what have you. If we go into here, we need a bit of wood. Let's put half of this away. Get out some lovely wood. We can now make wall sconces. So let's get rid of these crummy ground lights. We don't need those things. Oh yeah, this is much better. Yeah. Check it out. We can even put down item stands, and if we go over here, we can get some tankards that I made. And hopefully, I run funny with that. Attach item. How do I attach item? Oh. 5. Aha! There we go. We can put a few of these down because everybody loves their mead. We can also add in a few more of these deer rugs because we can never get enough of these bad boys. We can probably put shields up like so. That's not bad. That's pretty cool. Maybe we put a couple on the front too. Aw, yeah. We can start putting in some of these support beams and what have you. That'll be pretty cool. I think I like it more with the regular wood kind of beams. I don't like how it has this little like notch in it, but it looks much more solid than with the core wood. Now I've added in a bunch of decorations all over the walls along with the carpets, and I moved the forge upgrades right across from where the Earl sits, so I can make this area kind of like an armory. And I've put a whole bunch of my tools up on the wall along with some benches. Now I'm going to start working on the back of the building to start filling it in, and then we can get ourselves a completed structure. So here it is. This is the Great Hall of Kattegat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Here we have our Great Hall. We have where the Earl sits with his wife. Perfection. Where everyone can sit and have their nice booze and drinking. The weapons section to gear up for war and raiding. And here's where we can make our tools and what have you, and our storage area. And a nice back door on the end. There's still more that can be done to this place, like adding a beam right here or something for extra support. Not like that. Like that. And right here too. It adds a little bit. I'll continue to work on it with coming videos, and maybe I'll show the progress of what I do. So, that's it. So I'd just like to say thanks for watching the video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you have any ideas on what else you'd like to see me build, make sure to comment it below. And I'll see you again next time. Cheerio.